Hello and good evening to you all. So in this video I am going to address from my remarks, talk about a little bit about the video I uploaded this afternoon of the young woman who is preening herself in an interview on a podcast about the fact that she seems to have got some kind of revenge on her ex-boyfriend, apparently for cheating on her. I'm not sure if that's true. By contacting Child Protective Services and filing a false report that he had abused them. And it is really important we talk about this because this is going to segue into one of the biggest lies that is being told to us as victims of domestic abuse, and more importantly to our children when they are being told about this subject in school. Now, before I go any further, I need to stress that this in no way am I suggesting that if you have concerns about a child, or if you have concerns about somebody who you think might be in a difficult situation, then of course you should seek advice, and if you feel the need to report your concerns, then do so. This is not about stopping genuine victims from speaking out or genuine concerns from being reported. First of all, when somebody makes a false allegation of abuse of this nature concerning children or concerning adults, but especially when you make a false allegation like this about children, because there is of course going to be an investigation done, that is abuse of a child. That is abuse of what this woman has done, is abused children, because she has lashed out at them when the person she's actually annoyed at is her ex-boyfriend. Now, I don't know the ins and outs or the rights and wrongs of whatever dispute they may be having, but there is no excuse for what she's done. Second of all, she's deliberately made a false claim of this nature, and that is actually a crime. So she should actually be in prison. And now for the biggest lie of all. When this subject is being talked about, especially at schools, one of the things you are likely to hear is that false allegations are rare. And if you ask your teachers, how can you claim this, they will point to, in England and Wales, they will point to CPS, Crown Prosecution Service data. And this is the list from the Crown Prosecution Service of allegations of this nature which have been flagged as false. Here's the problem. Although it is a criminal offence to make a false claim, lie to the police, lie to a court, lie to social services, however, although it's a crime, it's not a crime that can be reported in the conventional way as you would for a burglary, for example. It has to go through. It is the only way in which this sort of thing can be, the data of this kind of thing can reach the Crown Prosecution Service or whatever authority it is in your country that handles criminal prosecutions, is through the police themselves, or if a judge recommends that a file be passed to the prosecution service. In England and Wales, that would be the Crown Prosecution Service. In Scotland, it would be the Procurator Fiscal. And whoever it might be in America, or Australia, or Finland, or whoever, whatever. And because it is so complicated to make to file a report like that, very little, it is very rare for that information to reach a prosecutor. So when your teachers show you prosecution service data, Crown Prosecution Service data, and so it's like 18 a year, what you're actually looking at is the tip of the iceberg. Now, this young woman seems to be in America, not Britain. And yes, in America, as in Britain, what she did is a criminal offence. And strictly speaking, the gentleman interviewing her did have a legal and a moral duty to report what she'd said to the authorities. I don't know if he did, but yes, as content creators, we can also report that video to YouTube or to TikTok and let them deal with it. Because what this woman did was the A word. Just in case TikTok are going to block me because for saying this, but the A word to young people. Again, the reason why I'm saying it is a lie is because this is the reason why this is something that is told to us to try and stop us fighting the allegations. Now, as young as boys going out into the world, you want to be very, very careful when you're looking for a date that you don't end up with a girl like this. Girls, don't think that you're immune to this, because there are some men who will do this as well. And being gay won't save you, because it happens within the gay community. False allegations ruin lives. And what that woman did was horrendously abusive to innocent children. Now, I've got to be very careful how I word this because I don't want to violate community guidelines. I've tried to upload a video earlier and it's been stuck in processing. I don't know why, but just bear this in mind. What that woman did shows that false allegations are not rare. Somebody said to me when I posted that video, we hope karma follows her. The question you need to be asking is, why aren't the police doing so? Have a think about that. And children, if you're watching, any children watching this, especially the boys, read up on this subject. Because if you are being taught about this sort of thing at school, you need to start furnishing yourself with some knowledge and information so you can start asking questions that your teachers won't like, because it's going to put them on the spot. So, good night, God bless you all, and take care.